Hello. Hey. Howdy how. Just finishing setting up. All right. I need to put on the admin viewer and then we're good as gold. Oh. Doing channel. There we go, right. We are here. That's working, that's working. Welcome YouTube, welcome Twitch. We are live. We're going to be doing Bust Part 3 today. I've got to do a lot of work today, so it's kind of going to be a chill time, but I'm going to be cracking on with the painting today. And I want to get some work done on the face. So we're going to be getting going. Sync Master, hey up, brother. Thank you very much. Jumping straight in with a flipping sub there, bro. What a legend. What an absolute legend. Clocking it up. Cheers to you, mate. How you doing anyways? You had a positive weekend? Been up to much? I think I need to do a little picture as well for the Instagram stories because I always forget. Do that quick. Boom. Hey, how's it going, brother? I'm going to do some work on the old face today, I've decided, because I want to just get some of the colours down. But I think I'll start off by doing some highlighting on the main bust itself first. Hey up, picture, how you doing, brother? This is for the NOMNOM miniatures Discord, so it's for like a specific for NOMNOM miniatures, which I'm a merchant for my Etsy store, right? And then they've decided to do a competition for starting at the beginning of February, finishing on the 28th. So I've literally got a week to paint this now, and I'm not very far in, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to crack on, and then probably paint this like over the weekend or whatever. But I will get it done. I'm just it probably won't be like competition level, you know what I mean? It's gonna be just a nice paint job, and I'm okay with that, you know. I'm very much okay with that. Just putting up an Instagram. We are live on Twitch and YouTube with more bust painting. There we go. Right, that's that done. That's all of the bits and bobs out the way. Okay, that's that. How are you, Pitcher? What are you working on at the minute, dude? Jackie Moon coming in with the sub. Thank you very much, brother, for the 45 months, mate. Sync Master, did it show you how much? No, it didn't. Don't know if it showed you your running total. I'm sure you'll smash it, yeah. Well, I've just got to get on with it, mate. What we'll do today, this is the current state of play. Okay, so I might just try and fix this camera a little bit for you guys. There you go. So the current state of play is here, with a little bit of focus. There we go. So I need to highlight the black. highlight the whites, because this is actually like a rose pink. I don't know if you guys can actually see that on stream. 18 months, oh man. Slowly working on Helbrecht and the Chaos Dwarf, making slow but steady progress. I take it you're not going to be tempted to do an entire army of Chaos Dwarves then? You were close to doing that. And then I want to start on the head as well. And then it's got 2 swords to go with this as well. And I'm quite excited to paint the swords because I'm going to try... I just watched a show called Blue-Eyed Samurai. You guys have seen that? Blue-Eyed Samurai. That was really, really good. And the swords in that was awesome. No chance, lol. Been sorting out the shatter point terrain before a game next week. Nice. Well, you got some peeps coming over, have you? You're bringing your terrain down to your club. I was meant to have a game of Fantasy on the weekend, but it fell through, unfortunately. As is life. But hopefully I'll get to roll dice before the end of the month, but I don't think that's going to be the case. With everything that's going on at the minute, I think it's implausible. So I'm just going to pop some paints down on the palette quickly. Probably want some. I'm going to try and use some of this white blue today, I think. Going over to Griff's Wednesday, then I'm due the new box sets for Friday. Oh my god! Well, happy birthday for Friday, brother. Welcome in, Scat. How you doing? Working today, so you're going to be lurking. No worries, brother. I mean, if you get the chance to pick up a brush, do it. Appreciate the lurk nonetheless, man. Hopefully, you'll get some painting done later today. How you doing, Scatman? You back now from Yorkshire? You back from Yorkshire? Right, so I've just grabbed some white blue, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the mix that we were using earlier, which is like a pink with the pale sandstone, and then I'm just going to mix in progressively more of this white blue and just start sending it towards that sort of brighter end for highlighting this white now, because I do want to go all the way to white, so like otherwise it's not really going to stand out so much. So that's the plan, and I need to get this done because I want to work on the face today, and then there's a load of freehand to do as well, so I've got tons and tons of freehand to do because I've decided I'm going to do some like patterns and stuff on this body, but we shall see if there's time, because there might not be a huge amount of time remaining to me. I'm just moving the camera so I'm a little bit more comfy. There you go. Not been yet. I spent all weekend in bed ill. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. You're gonna go Saturday instead? Bless you. That sucks, man. Okay, that is much brighter, that. That is much, much, much brighter. God, I'm already boiling my socks off in this jumper. I have to strip down. Also off to the hospital in 30 minutes. Finally to get your ear infection sorted. Lovely. Only been trying to get it since April. Bloody hell. I'm guessing it's not really like a priority thing for them or something. I don't know. Or maybe they just hate you. Have you had to like re-register and all that sort of stuff because you've moved up north? This is a much punchier white, this, so I think I'm going to use this to try and encourage a little bit of texture, perhaps. Because I mixed in a little bit of that white that blue white, it's really punching through now. So that's fine. Kind of what we wanted anyway. Been on the waiting list since for ENT, okay. Oh, I'm glad that's getting sorted for you. It must have been hell having a bloody ear infection. Right, I'm going to take this jumper off because I'm not comfortable. Ugh. Hello, Sadim, how are you doing? Your video is great, you played it really well. Your stuff appears really interesting and put notice that you don't have many viewers and subscribers on your channel. I'm grateful for you for your efforts to create a wonderful Twitch community, but kindly add me on Discord so I can offer you some advice on how to expand your channel and go to the top of the ratings. Okay. That sounds like clickbait to me. Hey Scatman, thank you very much for the Prime sub there, bro. Renewing your Bezos dollars. I think I'm just going to ban that Sadim guy. Goodbye. That's like someone trying to sell views by the looks of it. Nobody got time for that. What's everybody up to this wonderful Wednesday afternoon? Feel a bit rusty to be honest because it's not really painted much in a week. We've just been sorting out orders and things, so it's apparently I had imaginary Bezos dollars, some dollary dues. Welcome in A7, thank you for joining us, my dude. Oh, did you get onto the hell divers? I randomly had Mufasa joining a game yesterday, and I was like, oh, you guys are all in chat, so have you guys all like purchased Helldivers now? Also, A7, I heard that they've made Twitch has done a thing where it's trying to make it easier for people abroad to get subs and stuff. Is that still the case? Are like Twitch Prime, like Twitch subs now more affordable for people outside of the sort of dollar and pound sphere? I'm quite curious to see if it's actually done anything. Oi. So I just smacked the camera around there. I mean, not easier, but cheaper is the word. Have they actually made it cheaper for people? Because obviously, like $4.99 or whatever it is, $5.99 is quite expensive when you're paying for it in rupees, for example. And proportionately, that's quite a sum of money. Increasing subs to $4.99 at the end of March. And then reducing the amount of money that the content creator gets, I imagine. Another reason for me to fully move to YouTube, I'm guessing. as I've kept memberships at I think £2.99. Seems like the same for me as far as I can see, but converted it definitely cheaper when compared to euros, pounds, dollars. Righto. Yeah, I saw a thing about it, and it said like they've adjusted something for people who are outside of, like, you know, like Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, India, etc. But I don't know how I haven't really put any research into it, to be honest, so I don't really know, but I'm not keen on this free music at the minute. Every time I put free music on, I always get bored of it within like 10 minutes. Yeah, region lock. There's that streamer guy who's like a programmer. I've been watching a couple of his like videos keep popping up on my YouTube, and like to combat certain stuff, like he had adjusted the prices of his games manually to reflect regional pricing. And after he did that, for example, his biggest customer base then became Brazil, which was struggling. So Brazil, you know, they were charging them the same amounts as they would, you know, if you were living in the UK. So it made the games unaffordable for them. So he adjusted the pricing considerably, and then it became a really high seller, you know, in that country, which is interesting. So all they have to do is just do some minor adjustment, and like the fan base will quickly pick up. Like, do they want Twitch and stuff to be more popular in other countries? Because that would make sense to me to do that. I'm just going to make more of this mix. I've already ran out, so it's a little drop of that. I've essentially made like a triad of a triad of a very blue-white, a very light bone colour, and pink to get the colours that we're rocking with at the minute. People would always find a way to abuse it, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like, VPNs aren't as effective as people are made out to think that they are. Like, I've never paid for a VPN and never will. You know, you get a lot of people advertising like NordVPN. That's like the thing that's advertised on most people's YouTube channels. But unless you really, really want to do like region lock content for like Netflix and shit, I think it's completely irrelevant. That's just based off what some people have said, but Vitte! Binary solo. Throwing out a binary solo there. Welcome in, brother. Thank you very much for that sub. Easy. I like it on Steam. I know someone who set his region to Argentina and just sells codes to others because he can get it cheaper. Lol, easy profit. That's very cheeky. But fair dues. There's so many little loopholes that people can exploit. Yeah. Well, good for them if they find the loophole. How are you doing, Vitae? Everybody, it is Whip Wednesday, so obviously you knew what to do. Get your whips up into the Discord and we'll have a little look together. Picture if you're interested. Get your latest whips up. We'd love to see them, of course. If it's man-made, there's always a loophole. I was hoping for a TTS troll there. Okay. I need to sort out how to get TTS to work. Oh man, I'm not very techno savvy, as you might have guessed. Use Tangier. Tangier. Sounds like Tangier sounds like a continent that was lost during the dinosaur during the Cretaceous era. All of the continents formed Tangier. Oh, it's a very unusual fruit. Pangaea, yeah. It was once a supercontinent, more powerful than you can imagine. Tangier is super popular and makes people spend biddies. Biddies. Well, I'll have a look into that then. Just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? Does it integrate into YouTube as well? You know what? I don't think I fixed my sound alerts. Chat. I've just remembered. Which could be an issue. Wait. Esmeralda in the house. Welcome in. That's what I mean. I don't think the sound alert played then. I heard it through my headphones, but I don't think the actual sound alert did anything. Esme, welcome in. I'm painting up a beautiful bust. I'm still doing it. I've not made that much progress and it's due next week. That's where I'm at the minute. I think I'm going to try and start on the face today, but I wanted to try and get like the what do you call this? The dress bit, the gi thing, somewhat done. Kimono, that's the one. My brain is not working today, it seems. Ugh. Thank you so much for the raid. How on earth are you? I think you were off this week, or last week. Could be a GI, could be a gi, yeah. I mean, she's like a samurai girl, isn't she? She's got two swords as well, which I've not glued on yet, which are looking fantastic. I'd like to glue those on and start painting those, but I hate doing part builds. I don't know what it is. Like, you have to do part builds to like get everything, but I just hate doing them, you know? Just don't make any sense to me. I like to see how the model is coming together, you know? Big shout out to Esmeralda there. Of course you're already following Esme, but in case you aren't, please click on that link and drop that lovely lass a follow. It takes no effort whatsoever. Just click on that little button, just click on a little follow. I hate sub-assemblies. I refuse. That's what I mean, like, they just suck. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it's just frustrating. That's why I think I want to start, like, if I can get like the white done around the gi here, I'm probably all right to just put the head on and then we can actually see how things look. That's it. Vite, I love them, I just forget to do them, right? I only did it because chat was like, you should do it on this model. Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're gonna do it. How are you anyway? How is chat? we are doing Whip Wednesdays in Discord today, so if you want to pop your whips up into Discord, please do so. Where the link is exclamation mark Discord. Boom, there you go, there's the link. I'm going to post that link into YouTube as well, just in case. There we go, that's the link to Discord. So if you do want to join us there and post any of your work in progress pictures or your finished projects, you're more than welcome to do so, because I'm going to jump straight in and start looking at him right now. So I'm going to click properties and we're going to have a little nosy. Discord, work in progress, boom. So, working our way backwards, Esme's been working on a very, very pretty model. This is... well, I think this is a Bushido miniature. I think that's the obvious answer. Is she like an earthbender? Is she like an earthbender from Avatar: The Last Airbender? Bushido Ume. Very cool. She looks fucking sick. As always, the colour combination that Esme's gone for is popping. It's popping. I love it. Like the purple, she's gone really like... You can see your progression as well, Esme. I bet if you put the first one that you did next to this model and took a picture, you'd be like, right, I've done more highlighting to the pink. The purple now looks like it's more like volume. It's got a lot more contrast to it. You know, your skin really smooth. Really cool. And the green as well. You've gone for a much more like yellowier green as well. Like it's going from a darker green into a yellowier green. I love it. It's ice. Okay. Whoop whoop. It's ice, but yeah. I was like, that is definitely stone. It's ice, baby. She's been tricky. She has some difficult shapes, yeah. She's cool as fuck, though. I mean, if you wanted to make look more like ice, like I would probably maybe get like a pale blue or maybe a turquoise. When you've completed the purple jade turquoise that we all aim for in life, just adding like a really bright blue turquoise and like glazing it over all of those craggy bits. She was in the naughty corner, half done for a while, yeah. I'm lazy. Stay in that colour. The base texture paint needs painting over, and some ice crystals. Okay, so once the ice crystals are added, I think we might be okay. That's looking cool though. To be fair, it does look like quite natural. Like if you look at a glacier, it is a lot more like greys and whites rather than like the blues and the turquoises and all that sort of colour. I just love turquoise, me. Pink jade turquoise is the holy trinity. That's what I mean. It's like permanent ice is super dark. That's it. Fab work there, Esme. Fab work, and she's done some little bit of numma on the little belt buckle. Look. She's got like a thingy here going on. I love it. Top banana. Very nice. I don't... That's TMM. Oh, please. That's not TMM. Come on. I'm going to have to Zoom of Doom this now. Bollocks. I've Zoom of Doomed it, and it looks like NMM. Hang on. Where's it gone now? How do we get this to do this now? Right. Chrome. There's a cropped shot for you. Hey, that looks like non-metal metal. Like, making TMM look like NOMNOM. Making TMM look like NOMNOM is where it's at, and that is a top job. I can't get my words out. Our AC often mistakes my TMM from NOMNOM as well. That's because it's fucking good. That's why. It's so good. I'll take it, yeah. Well, you fucking should. It looks really good. Like the Zoom of Doom, like this stands up, right? The Zoom of Doom stands up. I love this color combo. Like, I love this pale tone that you've done here. I know we're really deep diving into your model today, Esme, but like, I'm loving it. This here, I don't know if he's in chat, but the Dueling Brushman on Instagram sometimes pops in Julian. And his sort of style, he tends to like add yellow as like a highlight to like a few different colors, and it kind of like makes it have like a tinge but looks really cool. And I feel like you've done that here and I really like it. A really good gem as well there. The true test, the hero's test. Right, let's put back into disco. Welcome in, Winnie. We're just doing the Discord show. A little show and tell. Silver Moonlight's been cracking on with those Minotaurs. They're looking tight now. Looking real good. I love like the little bits of pink. You can't really see it on my screen, but like the little bit of pink that's been added to the Minotaurs' faces. I think it's great. Adds a lot of character. I'm running late. I'm running to the loo, but TUI for sure. No worries, mate. See you in a minute. Yeah, these are fab. I think Silver Moonlight said they were going to do some like classic sort of basing flock for the bases and make them look like OG models, you know, like proper grass green moss. I'm looking forward to that, but great work on these. There's some nice little splashes of color if you look. Going old school. Yeah, so this one's got like red, this one's got like a jade green, and then this one has a little bit of teal going on, right? So it's like each one looks distinct and has its own identity, but they all kind of tie in with the Minotaur colors. But you know, this one's got slightly more of a reddy, this one's more of a sort of Doomball browny, you know, Rhinoxide color, and then this one's a bit more pale, so that's cool. Padwoof the Reclusive has posted up the latest whip of the progress on the bear. It's so good. I love this thing. Look at the chunk. Colours work really well together. They do. Look at this boy. That's a handsome chap right there. Look, yeah. Can I pet that dog? Yeah. I love the green as well. What I'd say is I'd maybe like to see some other tones in here as well, because it's like brown, dark brown. Obviously this is a whip, but I feel like we need some like colder tones in here somewhere. Maybe like some blues somewhere, maybe a little bit of a warm tone with a bit of red, maybe on the base. Reminds you of a wood carving. Yeah, well, there's a lot of browns and stuff going on at the minute. I think maybe they can mix in a little bit more of like a yellowier brown and just sort of highlight some of those bits up, and maybe that'll help the eye look at it a bit more. Vite posted up. Vite, you can do a better picture for me than this. Come on, lads. Gonna give you some grief on your photographies. But this is the Salamando Bro Lieutenant from the Leviathan box set. Again, excellent colours used. If you can get me a better picture, we can look at the contrast, because I can't really see very much of the contrast at the minute, but the very, very yellowy green matching in with this blue, teal, purple from the Tyrannid is a nice contrast to look at with the eye. But then you've also added some of that red from the blood. So yeah, liking that a lot. Very tight, very tight. This is a whip picture of the bear before. Just a showcase in here. The leather particularly and all the fur. It looks really good. Winnie, wait. I'm going to pull yours up in the browser. Winnie. Oh, where's he gone? Right. Look at this, chat. Why is it so far over there? Very, very well done, dude. Very, very well done. Again, the skin tones. You've added a host of different tones. Right? So cool. Like, if you look at the shadows of the skin here, he's added like a green to shade it. Right? And he's going quite pale. I love it. And there's a big chunk of purple over here as well. A nice big chunk of purple there. And I think that just ties everything together. Love like the little eyes that you've got going on. Great work, dude. All kinds of nasty. Yeah, that's funky. That's funky fresh. This is a sculpted Nurgling up on the chest region. That is literally a sculpted Nurgling. All of this is hand sculpted by Winnie. Beautiful work as always, dude. Let's get back into disco for a second. And okay, Spook Girl, what were you working on? This is some sort of crustacean that's being developed. It's a squigation. I see. So they've got the mangler squig head, and then they've turned it into a sort of mangler squid. Is that a mangler squid? Brilliant. I can't say much on the painting, obviously, but the sculpting's really fun. A7, if you're here, well done, mate. A7's painting has really come on leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds. So, if you look here at the lighting, like everything, like the whole piece seems to have this like realistic sort of pastel tone to it, but the highlighting and the lighting works, and like it looks very dark. I really like this, especially all this lava on the underside and then seeing the reflections on the armor, keeping it more of an orange than going for like that very dark red. I like it, dude. Very nice, very nice. Keep it up, A7. Very, very nice. He's a bloody gem, that lad. He's a bloody gem. Big hands to A7 in chat. Right, let's get some fucking painting done, shall we, eh? If anybody else wants to get any whippy whips up into the whips, then just let me know that you've popped it in there, and we'll jump back and come and have a look at it later on, yeah? So I'm just going to pull this camera back a little bit because I'm struggling with that angle a little bit, and then that's a bit more comfortable. Okay, that's better. All right, let's go. So drop a little bit more of that white in. Okay, chat, so literally we've just got to keep on building this white in here. It's a bit wobbly. I'm gonna have to hold it a little bit more precariously. And perhaps be a little bit more scratchier with the paint work here. So how's everybody's week been? I'll say that the week started off a bit weird for me, I'll be honest. I've very much struggled with concentration this week. My discipline hasn't been great. I've played too many computer games, and I've not got enough work done or painting done either. So I feel like I felt happy with myself that was getting on with a lot of painting, at the beginning of February, and end of Jan I was getting loads done, and then for some reason I just feel very much like frustrated with myself because I haven't got a lot done. So I'm going to try and rectify that this week. But I know full well that it's because I've been doing a lot of household renovations, and the bathroom is basically done now, chat. So I'll probably put some pictures up of it for you if you want to see it. But between me and my mate Ches, we managed to do it. Like, it looked really good. It has like a couple of finishing touches, but I'm pretty pleased, you know? And it's taken a good like 3 months to do it. Like, because I haven't been doing it all the time, and we've had to wait for a lot of like gear and shit to arrive. But time to uninstall Helldivers, never. No. I know Helldivers is so good. My brother is in the process of gutting his house and redoing it all from scratch. Jesus. I would not want to be him right now. I mean, there is something like super satisfying about doing it. Like, I do get that. But it is at the expense of everything else, you know? But it's better to do it now than when baby's here, because obviously making a lot of noise, cutting, you know, all the mess it creates, it's not going to be tenable while we've got a newborn. So next on the agenda, like, the wife just went, right, now that's done, we've got to do this, 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 and this, and this. And my heart just sank, you know, but it's got to be done. I do get that. I think next up, she wants me to get the conservatory sorted, because that's kind of like my base of operations for doing all my 3D printing work. So I do all the cleaning, the UV cure stations in there. The printers are meant to be in there, but I had to put them into the living room because it was so cold. Time for democracy. I love those Helldivers. Mate, it's so good. Like, I was so tempted to stream it as well. I was like, no, Tom. You must paint, otherwise this will literally not be done in time. And to be honest, I'm not that arsed about entering into the competition, but it's more just because I want to do it, and I set out to do it, right? I set out to paint this model for the competition in a month, and knowing that I don't have a huge amount of time to paint right now, paint personal projects, I mean, I've actually got 2 commissions that need doing as well before the end of the month, so it's going to be a tight month, right? I mean, one of them I could probably push back into March, but I don't really want to. You know, I need to get it done. A man's got to get paid. Always nice to have goals, yeah. I've struggled a bit this week too. Work is getting scary as our contract has been sold to one company and our customer base has been moved to another. Oh, lovely. So your jobs are extreme risk and you're quite stressed. I bet, dude. Well, now's the time to start applying for more shit, right? Don't rely on those people to sort you out. Start sorting yourself out is what I would say. Just start putting in applications elsewhere, and then, you know, if something comes out of it, great. You know, if you can keep your job, great. But you've got a backup there in case something, in case some shit hits the fan, and chances are it will in this economy, mate. Chances are it will. Not to be super negative, but like, it's happening to a lot of people right now. Like, even the banks are making people redundant at the minute. But I think that's probably because they've kind of like automated a lot of their HR systems. So a lot of like HR jobs that were previously relatively safe have now become redundant because they've got software packages that do the majority of the work for them. I'm prepping for the worst. We officially went into recession this week. There you go. Hooray! I mean, we've been like borderline on that for a while now, haven't we? Basically, we haven't really left the recession that we were in from 2008. We've not really left it. And it's just been made worse. Hiya, but, you know, more painting, more time to chill is required as a result of that, just to help us blow off some steam. Like, I do enjoy blowing off some steam, like playing games and stuff. I really do. Like, that tends to be how I blow off steam. But when I am painting, I do really fucking enjoy and get into the zone. And I'm sure you guys are all very similar. Like, it just allows you to fully focus on one thing and zone out the rest of the world. Which is just a great feeling, because the world is a stressful place, you know? Apparently the economy actually grew a bit, but really it's one step forward, two steps back. Yeah, I tried to play a game for an hour to blow off steam and went down for about 4 hours of painting. There you go. Whatever you can do as well, isn't it? Like, because sometimes, like I said, there's just too much on. But as long as you're doing a bit of painting, as much as you can. Like, I've made no headway on my old world army, and that was meant to be like the project I was going to paint up during like my downtime, and just to keep me painting, like keep me in the zone of painting. But I have definitely been distracted by games, and I know that like I am an addict. Like, I do get addicted to games very easily, so I really have to watch myself. And usually it's my wife who'll like point out and be like, yo, you've like, I don't mind you playing games or anything, but like, you've been playing far too many this week. You know, you should have been painting, you should have been doing XYZ instead. So that's it for that. I think the rest of this week is literally just going to be paint. And next week as well. Like, I'm going to try and not touch games as much as physically possible. I want to get this paint job done. I do want to get more work done on my Tomb Kings, mainly because I kind of want to start an Orcs and Goblins army now. I've kind of been tempted by Orcs and Goblins as well. I've got a load of really cool files for Orcs and Goblins. And I also kind of like the look of the Chaos Dwarves as well. I know that picture in chat has been painting up a Chaos Dwarf as a bit of like a display piece. But I saw that Highlands Miniatures has announced that I think we're going to get some Chaos Dwarves probably in March added to their collection. Damn it, stop it and go into install Total War instead. Is that going to satisfy that itch, is it? I mean, dude, I've always kind of wanted to do a Goblins army, you know? Like, full Goblins. Well, I usually hate painting Horde armies, but, like, I'm not that arsed anymore. Plus, it'd be kind of fun, like, because I'm doing my Tomb Kings. You know, they're kind of a horde army, but they're more of an elite horde army. And goblins can be quite elite. I think if you take, like, you know, mangler squigs, squig riders, squig hoppers, and then like maybe 1 or 2 big bricks of infantry, that's not that bad to do. Because you could probably just airbrush like loads of it in one go. It wouldn't be that much of a stress. I do really fancy doing like a very like yellow army as well. Like a big yellow army sounds really fun. My wife has started bugging me to paint at every opportunity now. I think she wants me to sell some. Yes, that's probably why, mate, yeah. Hey, if you sell your Leviathan box, you get a couple £100 for that, surely. eBay is a very sort of fickle and frustrating place though, dude, so don't expect to get as much as you think you're gonna get, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much eBay you've done, but it's always a shitstorm. Sometimes you can get really lucky, like if people really jump onto the old bid war, you can get some pretty tasty deals going down for you, but chances are it's not going to go well, just because people tend to be looking for bargains. They're bargain hunting for days. Well, Facebook, I think Facebook groups aren't too bad as well to try and find buyers for stuff. People treat eBay like a car boot sale, yeah. I mean, they do, and like, if you're operating on eBay, yeah, they're gonna try and grab a deal, aren't they? They're more likely to go for the quick and easy than they are to actually appreciate some quality work, you know? Well, this is coming along nicely actually. So basically just layering up this brighter tone, and I'm gonna go very bright for the final highlights, and it might look quite, initially it might stand out a bit too much, so I need to like pay close attention and sort of work at the colour a little bit more, just to try and get it to not pop out too much, but it needs to have a good contrast to it. And I think going with this like colder white is the way to go. Hello Cryo, how you doing, bro? That's a lovely white kimono, appreciate that, brother. We're just working it up at the minute, and I'm probably going to do the face, maybe start the head today, we'll see. We did last week, we were working on the bow selector, and I was looking at the bow last night and I was like, I'm still not happy with it, you know. I feel like I'm going to probably push more orange, you know, maybe like bring it up a touch, a bit more orange on there. We'll see what I fancy. How's Fulgrim coming along, dude? Absolute Spice Town. If you guys aren't following Cryo, please go and do so. He's been painting up Fulgrim and obviously his Custody bros. But the Fulgrim is looking goddamn. Chef's kiss. More orange, less red, yeah. I want it to look like a nicely saturated silk. That's why I was trying to go for like more paler colours, just because I wanted it to look like silk, right? Because like the light shines on the silk and makes it look shiny and stuff like that. That's what I was kind of thinking. I miss him already. Skipped painting him on Monday, so it's been a week already. Bloody hell. Mate, I've not painted this for a week and I'm feeling like way out of touch, you know? What about magenta? Magenta? Mate, I'm not going to change the tones again. Like, make it two-tone. I think for more shiny selective highlights would be good. That's it. So I think I'm probably going to keep where I've sketched out the highlights, and I think I'm going to probably build on those more, and maybe take it a little bit yellow. I'm not sure yet. Like maybe bring in some like ice yellow tones in there and like really start to pop some contrast in. I was having a look at AC Miniatures. You guys are all familiar with AC Miniatures. I was having a look at his what do you call it now? Horus, and he's just finished the. I can't think today for some reason. He's just finished the cloak, right? And it's looking real tidy. So like that, I'm kind of like using that for a little bit of inspiration, you know? Yeah, it's looking tasty, isn't it? Looking real tasty. See all these little bits and bobs going on here at the minute. I should have cleaned this sculpt up more before I did it. Honestly, that was a silly move from me. Right, let's continue with the whites. So, let's go for, should we do sleeve? Yeah, we'll do sleeve. I think sleeve needs to be brighter. So I'm just going to grab some more of that mixture, and we're just going to really increase the brightness of this sleeve, just because it's like quite high up on the miniature as well. So I think most of this should have a coat or two, you know? I am going to freehand on the kimono. Yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan. I'm going to do some freehand on the kimono, and we're going to do probably go for like a magenta purple. So that's where the magenta is going to come in. But I think I'm going to go for like mixing purple in with magenta and have that as like a nice striking saturated tone. And we'll probably keep it simple and go for some like sort of lotuses. You know, like nice little lotuses. Or maybe do some sort of like creeping. So if you look at that, if maybe we do like some creeping vines with lotus flowers coming off them, or keep it really simple. If I keep it really simple, I've got a week left to paint this, chat, so we're probably gonna have to go more simple, right? So maybe just do a couple of like small lotuses. I think that's probably where it's going to be at, because we've still got to do the two swords and we've got to do the face in a week. I've kind of left this to the last minute, Cryo. Small separate lotus flowers. Yeah, something that's like less is more, you know? Like, so that's why I want this white to look nice. So we'll keep persevering. I'm going to add some more cold tones. Floating cherry blossoms or flowers. Yes, yes. I think that's probably the play. That's going to be the play. But it does need some freehand because it's a very large canvas. And freehand's fun. So why not? I mean, time is the only issue. So I'm for sure going to be painting this into the evenings. So I think what we'll probably do, chat, is I might end up doing a bonus stream perhaps tomorrow night, where we just crack on, or maybe Friday night. I'm not quite sure which yet, but we'll see what my schedule is like. We've got the baby shower. My wife's planned the baby shower for Sunday. So this Sunday we've got a baby shower going down. So we're probably going to be roped into doing a few bits and bobs with that, right? Hello, the Great Weirdling. How you doing? I enjoyed freehanding cherry blossoms. There you go. On 28mm scale, it was a lot easier. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to be a lot more like precise with my pattern with it being a bust, because like everybody can see every fucking brush mark on a fucking bust. Yeah, I think cherry blossoms would probably be easier in a way to do because it's more like dotting, rather than like having to do the same shape every time. Like if I do like, let's say make it look like a stitched embroidered lotus, that's going to have to be the same pattern every time. So that's kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest. Like, that's pretty fucking nerve-wracking right there. Right, I'm going to mix in a little bit more of this pale white now. It's a blue white, and I'm just going to try and get some more top highlights rocking now on this white. And then I might have to smooth it back a little bit, but I'm hoping we can do this in one go. Might just get a little smooth, maybe get some more water on that, make it a lot more of a glaze. There we go. Right, need some serious practice on paper. Yeah, get printing a second mini to practice the hand stuff on. Mate, we're just going for it. Fuck it. If it looks shit, it looks shit. But I'm going to be courageous and just do it. I think that's the play, just because time's of the essence. If I had like 6 months to do this, then, you know, I would do exactly what you said and do some practices first. Either way, you'll rock it. I'm loving your confidence, Cryo. Loving it, absolutely loving it. Here I am, bow, rock you like a hurricane. Don't know why that song popped in my head, but it did. Yeah. Excited though, I am really enjoying doing this. I think I'll probably do this more often. You know, like this is my first ever bust. And chat, I don't know if you've ever done a bust before, but there's something about it that is just different and satisfying at the same time. Does that make sense? Has anybody in chat painted a bust before? If you haven't done one, I'd highly recommend you do one. You know, you can do it. Bite his fucking head off. Not just that, Mecha. Worst case, you come out with a learning experience. Yes, yeah. Worst case, you come out with a nice mini, and I've learned something. I may or may not be secretly doing a bust. There you go. There you go. The bust is real. Can you hint at what your bust may or may not be? So many good busts out at the minute as well. Like, I think we are really living in an age where it's a painter's paradise, because there's seriously some good shit out at the minute with like 3D printing and all these different companies. Like, it's so good. It's a great time to be a painter, or it's a great time to just get into painting, you know? It's like all of your favorite characters are available as a bust if only you were to look. So many popular culture ones. It's a shame that Games Workshop doesn't do their own, really, because I feel like that's an untapped market for them. Yeah, they've got Golden Demon, blah blah blah. We all like Golden Demon. But they would sell the shit out of doing like Primarch busts. Like, I know that because I sold some of the Alexei Konev Primarch busts before Games Workshop made me take them down. And they used to do very well. So, and that's just me with some printers in my conservatory. Like, if they did it properly themselves, they would literally clean up. I couldn't resist. It may or may not be part of a comic book universe. Awesome. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, I'm very excited to see what that is. And we'll also see if you paint something, if you do it not purple as well. As much as I love the colour purple, you need to watch Borat, yeah? Definitely need to watch Borat. Yeah, Kimesh. I always quote Borat. Ouch. Mate, I love your style. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love it. I love purple. I do love it. It's so much fun to paint. It's so much fun to paint. And to be fair, you did paint your Eldar thing. There was a lot of other colours going on in that. I mean, to be fair, there's loads of colours going on in your miniatures anyway. Loads of colours. So one should not complain. You like making it difficult on yourself. There's also current custards, not that much purple on the black on them either. Not that much, but there is some. There is definitely some. That would involve GW to manufacture more models, which they struggle at, yeah? I mean, to be honest, it feels like they're 3D printing a lot of the sculpts. So they do all the sculpting work at Games Workshop. Then they're 3D printing them, which we do know that they are doing, right? Because there's so many evident, like, there's a lot of evidence of like 3D print marks on some of their stuff. And then they're probably getting it all cast in China now and getting it shipped over rather than manufacturing it at home. Like, loads of the big box sets, like Cursed City is the biggest example of this. Cursed City was made abroad. Like, it was made in China. And that's why there were so many issues and delays with it, because that was when COVID happened and all of the shipping container issues were going down. Like, international shipping just came to a crawl. We went through the post-Brexit time as well. So if they'd kept everything in-house, they wouldn't really have had a problem, but that's how they did it. Purple's like the best way to do deep shading on black. Yeah, at least in my experience with Chimeras. No, mate, I really, really love that. I've actually bought the Chimera purple off the back of watching you do yours, and it was recommended as well by AC. So I ended up picking up the Chimera purple, and I have been using it. I'm trying to use it more. So I have put just made a mistake there. I did put a little bit of it over this bit of black here, and I have put some of that Chimera purple on the underside of this red. So I think I'm going to do another layer so that the purple is a bit more standout, you know, but it needs to be fucking subtle, you know? AC was talking about this, and I agree, there's no reason for GW to not do bus. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, yeah, I love that there's so many third-party companies that are doing it, and it honestly gives people with artistic license the ability to create. If GW did busts, what would happen to all of those phenomenal sculptors who are independent, right? That's the only downside of them doing busts, is they would probably crush all of the beautiful artists that have already done stuff. Just because they can. So, in some ways, I think it would be a mixed blessing. I'm going to be honest. I think it'd be a mixed blessing. Or at least license the busts out, yeah. That would, yeah, they could do that, of course, yeah. It's all still manufactured in the UK apart from some of the terrain, and they don't do busts because their target market is 12 to 18-year-olds. Well, I know, Minty, but I do know for a fact that the Cursed City stuff was produced abroad. That's the time when I was working at Goblin and was talking quite a lot with the head of trade and complaining about the whole situation. And they were saying they only built a certain number. Lots of the board game tiles and stuff were done abroad. And some of the coloured plastics as well are done abroad. So stuff like the things that they did for the magazines. A lot of that's done abroad. But to be fair, they'll never really tell you, will they? Like where it is or isn't made. For sure, no marketing law, choice-based reasons, but the thing I can see is that they just see the sales numbers and their limited production development capacities combined. Those two say no to a bust. Can't play sell game, but yeah. I mean, they say it. They say it. They say. It's GW though, they tend to clutch their licenses like diamond necklaces whilst walking in a dark alley. They explicitly do tell you. I don't know. What 12-year-old can afford it? Yeah. It is a weird age range that they aim for. Like, if you actually look at their sales stats, like, what's the actual age range of people actually buying stuff off their website? Especially with Old World. I feel like Old World did exceptionally well, and then their sales demographics probably have been completely skewed because, like, all of the, like, 30-plus-year-olds have got back into the hobby again and bought loads of box sets and stuff. There was a phase when they were just focusing on getting, like, new kids in, weren't they? I think that was under the previous CEO. Well, I wonder if that has changed now, because the current CEO did mix up a lot of stuff. He has shaken the hornet's nest considerably. I think to the benefit of everybody as well, because he's like done a load of stuff like specialist games. That's really come to the forefront in the last, like, I'm talking the last, like, 10-year period. My LGS has far more 12 to 18-year-old parents buying new stuff. Older people tend to shop secondhand. They tend to Warhammer is an expensive luxury pastime. Kids just can't afford it. Yeah, it's for the parents, isn't it? Like, I'm not pulling this stuff out my ass. It comes from DW marketing yet. It's a funny one. I mean, they've got to keep getting new people in, haven't they? That's the main thing. They've got to keep getting new people. I think that's the marketing choice to really pull it out for kids. And that might be why 40k is where it is right now. You know, in terms of a game. It's a lot more simplified. Well, then you've got the games like Horus Heresy, Old World, that are going to keep some of the more older technical people interested. And of course, Age of Sigmar definitely appealed to a lot of a younger generation, because it was easier to pick up with, like, very high fantasy as well. Gonna have to redo this little bit of black here, which is fine. I think I might do what Cryo suggested there before, which is like using a bit more purple to help shade the black. I think that'd be quite interesting, because I started it with a mid-tone black. GW start marketing to 12-year-olds when Faz like Pokemon made there realise older age bracket isn't as susceptible. Us older lot are going to get it, whatever. The marketing is all the young'uns. Yeah, that's true. We're already a captured market. we were all captured many moons ago when we were kids. So the strategy works. But I think what I was saying before is that they have actually done some nice things for the older, their older customer base in the last few years, like by resorting out Heresy, some of these cool things like Aeronautica Imperialis, Titanicus. I have to say, Titanicus is still probably my second favourite game. Like, if you've not played Titanicus and you get the chance to do so, you should. I haven't really kept up with it for a while, so I think they've decided to, like, turn it into that epic, and then now they've added an expansion to make it all about Titans again. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but because I've not really bought any of it. But the epic side of it's great, but they, like, sort of discontinued Titanicus, and then now they've added a book which allows you to do Titanicus again. So I'll just keep playing Titanicus. I've still got all of the books, you know. It's a fantastic game, honestly. It's so, like, narrative. Like, everything that happens in it is just crazy cool. Like, you know, if your Titan gets destroyed, it can, like, you roll on a table and then it can fall over, or it can fire its guns wildly in a direction. It can explode. You know, it can do all sorts of cool shit, man. I love it. Rather as a justification / defense. Mate, I think I'm going to do it. I think that's a really cool idea. And I did actually add a little bit of purple to it earlier, so I think I'm going to double down on that and just bring that in. I'm really loving this this cold tone here. This is the white blue from Pro Acryl that we're using right now. And this is like, because I've gone for like a warm sort of rose pink for the main colours, I felt like, I don't know why I've just put more of this on the palette because I didn't need it, but there you go. It's really good. Like, again, that was a paint that AC recommended when I was at that painting class with him and Phoenix. And I picked up loads. If I could afford it, I would literally buy the entire Pro Acryl range because I'm so impressed with all of their paints. Like, I love how smooth they are. And they just seem to mix really well. And the bottles that they come in are really tasty. Just easy to use. They do have like a little bit of a build up on the lip. But what I tend to do is squirt a little bit out onto the palette and then close the lid and then just sort of dab the rest of it off onto the palette. And that sort of solves the issue. I think this is going to add like a bit of luminosity to this as well, because it's such a bright colour. I think I need to chill out a little bit and use a bit more of the one mixed in with the pink here. Just pull some of that colour upwards a little bit. Just sort of smooth that out a little touch as well. Because I've sort of added quite a lot of brush strokes. You know, we were saying about trying to keep it nice and smooth. That's quite hard when you're working with very bright colours like white. Very hard to get it smooth. You've got to do a lot of like clean glazes. It's consistent across the range, yeah. Everybody who has said that they've been using it has given it a kind word, you know? I know there's a lot of paint brands out there for you guys to jump in on, and I think from the price point of them as well, they're not exactly the cheapest price point, are they? You hate the bottles, so I will never buy it. What do you like about the bottles? Was it because when you shut the lid, it has like a little bulge of paint at the top? I mean, to be fair, you could transfer them over into other bottles if you wished. So I do get where you're coming from with that, if that's what the issue is. Great paints, terrible bottles. There you go. That's the second opinion on it. They can just get in the bin. And no, I'm not going to just buy other lids. I'll just buy other paints. They're also cheaper, yeah. I don't mind them, mate. I don't mind them. I think there's always an issue with... Because if you're like me, I usually use Games Workshop or Vallejo sort of style bottles. That's pretty much what I've been using. So this has been a nice change. But since I picked this up, I've literally used it in every single paint job I can, right? Pretty much every single paint job, I've used it as like mixing it in as the top highlight. It's just turned into a staple. And I think it's just because it's got like a little touch of blue in it that makes it... Because pure white's fine, but because it's got a little touch of like ice blue in it, it kind of transforms it and means it that the highlight seems to stand out a little bit more. You know? Okay, I think we're nearly there with this, chat. We are nearly there. I do need a drink, though. I've been absolutely chatting my head off today. What I forgot? A little smidge of water. Lovely jubbly. I always say paint is so personal. One person loves it, another hates it. Yeah. It's great, isn't it? I love it. Oh. Like oils as well. Like, I want to like oils, but every time I've tried to use oils, it's always been a kerfuffle, you know? They haven't been fun to use. Like, when I've done it as an oil wash, that's been fine. But, like, whenever I've tried to, like, paint with them, it's just not really agreed with me. Like, I've just got frustrated. I've gone to like clean my brush and done it wrong. So I've not tried to do oil painting for a long time now. I mean, there are definitely a lot of benefits to it. I was watching that the interview that Chris, AC and Phoenix did on YouTube the other day, and that was really interesting. It makes you want to try it, doesn't it? It really made me want to try him again. But I can't be arsed. Like rebuying all my paints and stuff. And they're not cheap either. But yeah, I get that there are a lot of cool benefits to them. Like, I have enjoyed doing oil washes for sure. Like, they have been really fun. And I will continue to use those, especially when it comes to, like, painting like grim dark, getting a nice bit of weathering on something. So that kid gets a kid hooked, 2 armies, everything you need to start. Then they have products at price between £20 up to £80, pocket money, birthday money. Yeah. Crafty buggers. What are you up to anyway, Minty? What have you been painting? Have you got any whips for us? Since it is Whip Wednesday, my dear. Does that chest bit look brighter there? I think I might just have to add a little bit more. I'm gonna try and feather this out a little bit. Not that happy with how smooth this layer has gone down. Let's keep working it a little bit. I might have to just... I don't want to redo that bit on my chest, but I think I'm going to have to do something about it. Wait for that layer to dry, and then we'll try and get another one over the top. I've been speed painting tawny stuff. Trapped myself into it again. $600 for an army is competitive, yeah. Like, I don't think I'll ever probably go down the path of trying to get a competitive army again, to be honest. Like, I just don't think that's where I'm going to be in life, you know? Just when I do get a game in, it's only going to be purely for fun. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go to an event, because I would like to go to... I do enjoy going to an event. And I'd quite like to participate in an old world event. So when my Tomb Kings are done, I think I am going to try and take them down to an event. Probably going to be in the summer at this rate. But I am going to go down to a Turnip 28 event. I think it's actually called Turnip Con. So I'm going to be going down to Turnip Con in June, I think. So we're going to have some fun and make another cult for that. So I've got some ideas to do a fully custom cult. And I'm going to use some of the new 3D printed models as well that have been designed. And then turn them into like more cultists. I'm going to do the Cult of the Squid. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm probably going to have a go at doing some like green stuff, sort of sculpting as well. For that. 10 out of 10 name, the Cult of the Squid, yeah. So there's one of the cults is called the Swelling. It's called the Swelling, because there's all these unique cults in the game that all have crazy weird rules. So with the Swelling, it's basically your leader has a blessed root, or the great turnip, the root. he has like a cutoff of a very potent strain of it that they've been feeding, and you can throw it, and you sacrifice one of your models, and it literally grows out of them and becomes this enormous monstrosity on the battlefield that spreads its roots everywhere, and those roots become like dangerous terrain, but it forces your opponent to take, well, you and your opponent to take dangerous terrain tests on a 1 and a 2 rather than just a 1. So it's really, really fun. And if you use it cleverly, you can probably block off a lot of like objective use, put it behind your opponent, then charge them to make them flee and stuff like this, like flee through the route. So, and you also get rootlings with it as well. You get to take rootlings, which are a lot of fun. They're kind of like a unique little unit. So very, very excited for them. They're not very good, but they're essentially like cannon fodder. So lots and lots of kit bashing and fun. Turnip 20. You not heard the name Turnip 28 before? I'm always banging the Turnip 28 drum. Always. It's probably one of the best independent games out there, and it's a lot of fun. Very popular in the UK. I keep trying to tempt fellow streamers into it, but a lot of them haven't really cottoned on. Right, let's go do some sharper highlights now. So I've just got this pure pale white, and I'm just going to really try and get a crispy line going on all of the areas that we want to really sort of stand out and pop now. So all the way around the edge of the kimono / gi. Because everything we've done so far has been like watered down. There we go, so that's popping quite nicely there. That looks quite crispy. I want it nice and crispy. And then with this one, I think we'll just try and get it to the tops of some of these folds. So awkward, this bit. Try and get it, keep it on camera for you. Bloop, 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 bloop. I was going to ask, did you have any whips, Minty? Any of your latest stuff up for us? And he does as well. Okay, let's just jump into Discord quickly. If I can take a little break. But there you go. So he's been doing some Orky boys. And this is a flash kit. That's a flash kit right there. Love it. Very nice. That looks like an older model as well, which is cool. That's a cool arc, isn't it? What a flash kit. There you go, so he's been speed painting up a load of boys. He's got his mechas as well. Mech boys, or is that a mech boy or is that Mega Armor? Can't remember which one it is. Very cool, we like that. We like that a lot. Picture, you got any whips for us as well, dude? Don't be shy. Get your whips out for the chat. Let me check. Right, so I'm just trying to use this a bit more frugally here and try and get a bit more brightness in a few places. Really trying to exaggerate some of these creases and folds a little bit. Yeah, I think once we've done this, I'm going to start on the face. I'm just going to leave this as it is. I've chucked some bits in. I can't remember if you shared them before. Righto, let's have a look. Aha, so this is your like where you're up to with Helbrecht. So I've seen your, I follow you on Instagram, mate, so I see all your bits and bobs. But for chat who haven't seen this yet, it is awesome, absolutely awesome. The non-met is really coming together there, brother. Very tasty. Like the orangey gold that you've gone for on the armor as well is so nice. And this like blue, it's subtle, but it goes with it, you know? There's the full boy, the handsome chap. Like, when you first look at this, where does your eye immediately go to? Just trying to refine everything out now, yeah. Like, my eye immediately went to that cross on his shoulder. Like, when I just looked at it, my eye just went like here. Right? And only because like I really like this sort of shading that you've done. I don't know why. But great work, dude, as always. He's really come together. The sword's looking real tasty as well now. This is the happy chappy that we're seeing some whips on. This is the Chaos Dwarf Sorcerer. He's fucking awesome. I love it, man. I absolutely love this model. Like, even though it's quite an old model, it looks really good. And like the paint job as well really is sort of amplifying everything. Like the non-metallic metal that you've done here on the weapon, god damn. And this bit here as well on the horns on the helmet, really love that, dude. So cool. So cool. Yeah, it's like bronzy, isn't it? Saw him at Warhammer World last October and I had to buy him. That's how they get you. The crafty rascals, aren't they? Right, I might just run off and go and get a fresh drink. This thing, like, if I go to Warhammer World now, like, there's so many things I actually want to buy. I've got to be real careful. Like, I have actually got my eye on some of the new Orc and Goblin, because I kind of like want to start painting some Orcs and Goblins. I've not done it in a long time. I also really wanted to get the Tomb King. So when they did the new Old World release, they did produce a new Tomb King model on foot, and I do really fancy him. Like, I'd quite like that to add to my collection, because I haven't done a unit of Tomb Guard yet. So I think if I did a unit of Tomb Guard, I'd quite like him to be led by a nice looking Tomb King. And it's a cracking model as well. It'll really look good. And it'll be a really fun one to like paint to a high level as well. Not really happy with that there. Right, okay, so I'm actually really happy with where the white's looking now. There's one thing I do feel like doing is maybe just adding some shade to it. Like, I feel like if we add a little bit of shade to it, we might start picking up to get, you know, refining things a bit more. Just need them to do more of them, yeah. Mate, imagine if they re-release Chaos Dwarves. I think that's what they're going to do with Old World, you know, because they've said that they're not supporting some of these older ranges, but they've obviously created the rules for them. So what I think they're going to do is do all the core factions that they've said are core for the game with a book, with a new model, with this, this, and this. And then once that's all done, they're either going to just completely create some new ranges, like Kislev, Cathay, very popular from Total Warhammer, right? We'd all love to see it. Like, who won't collect a Kislev army, for example? I think I fucking will. You know, they look really cool in Total War. Like, they might do that. And then what they're going to do, maybe re-release Chaos Dwarves with a whole new range. Take them off the Forge World, come out with some nice plastics, like reinvent them. That would be really cool if they did that. Like, that's where I hope that they go. And I don't think I'm the only one with that hope. It might be a very vain and well, it just might not happen, but we'll see. It'd be awesome if they did that, though. Like, I'd love to see some new fucking Chaos Dwarves. Because they are really cool. If you ever, like, got to see any of the old Chaos Dwarves, like if you saw the old Chaos Dwarf army, like the train with the giant fucking cannon on it, you know? Being loaded by an ogre. So cool. I also love the Kadai Destroyers, as they were called. But I don't think they've got rules for them now. I think you can use the basic Kadai, the words, Kadai Fireborn, I think they're called, which is like flaming monstrous infantry. So they've got rules for those. But they used to have the Kadai Destroyers, which were like giant-sized versions of them. And those were really cool. I think it was like a trapped demon in a like flaming iron body or something. It was like a really cool, like the narrative for them was really cool. Like, I'd love for them to get re-released because I would happily just get some just to paint because they're really awesome. And the old model that they had was brilliant as well. Makes me sad that they've discontinued that. I also really like the Dragon Ogres as well. Like the Dragon Ogre Shagoth. And I think they've got like a new one that they did for Age of Sigmar as well, which would be really cool. Again, that'd be a brilliant model to paint. Alright, so I'm thinking for like shading this a little bit, like where we're going to go, because it's quite, it's like that rosy sort of pink colour. You're playing Total War at the moment. I fucking hate Sigvald. Sigvald the Special. Sigvald the Pretty. Is he always scuppering your plans, mate? I hate this song. I'm going to skip that. Have we like gone round in a circle on this playlist? I don't really know. I think I've got a gym session tonight as well. I need to double check with my bro, see if he's going to be joining me. Kind of need a gym sesh today. I've been like feeling quite like frustrated today. Well, last night as well, I was feeling quite like pent up. So it'd be good to have a nice gym session and get a lot of that energy out of the system. But I'm feeling quite good today, to be fair. I think it was just yesterday. He's been going round and round with me. I got to his territory, he evades you. I take his city, he then takes yours. Crafty little rascal, isn't he? He's doing it all for the pleasure. Are you doing a chaos campaign then, dude? Not really happy with the back of this arm, actually. We'll just fix that up. Playing as Alith Anar. What is Alith Anar? I do not know of what you speak. One of the new factions. One of the High Elf Lords. Oh shit, you've gone very much right up into Chaos's grill then, if Sigvald's having a bit of a laugh with you. You're quite far along on that campaign. Right. His starting point is rather close to the car cemetery. Oh, right, okay, so sort of the outcast of the High Elves. Interesting. Or he's like one of the ones chosen to be like on watch for the rise of chaos. Like the border princes are kind of like exiles, but they have like a responsibility. to be the first bastion of the lands. He took the decision himself. No, I started. Yeah, okay. Cool character then. Well, it's a cool high elf army, that, because you can get right stuck into it. Get straight into the action. Kind of plays like Skaven. His normal stance can ambush enemy armies. Yeah. Right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get a fresh cup of tea and another drink, I think. Because I have an extreme dry mouth. So I will be right back. Yeah. All right, we is back. Thank you for sticking about, everybody that did. A cup of tea and a glass of juice. Put that down there. Right. Next on the agenda, I think I'm going to work with some of these greys a little bit here. I think I did put something about doing the face. I'm going to undo my belt actually, get a bit more comfortable. Ah, righto. Lovely. Okie dokie, let's crack on. So, blacks. So, I was going to use a little bit of like Chimera purple, and I think I'm going to use just a little tiny bit of it, because you don't need a lot. I think I've got some Corvus black. That's Abaddon black. We'll use a bit of that. And we've got some German grey, which is the base colour that I did earlier. So I think I'll just do a bit of work on the scabbard. Scabbards and the other areas around here, because I think we've already started highlighting them up a little bit. So I think I was using pale sands for the highlight there. So let's have a crack. A bit brighter. There we go. Cool. So let's start having some fun with this. I'm just going to sketch these in a little bit at the minute. We're definitely going to be using that purple to really transform and darken off a lot of this. I think at the minute I'm just trying to establish like a brighter zone along the band, and then we're going to make it go a lot darker than this. But first to make it go bright and then darken it off. Top corner is going to be the brightest point. And as it revolves around, because I want it to look like silk, so it's got to be quite shiny, hopefully. How is everybody? Just a quick check-in with you all. You still with me in chat? A lot darker there at the bottom. Don't tell my boss I'm not listening to his meeting. There we go. Finally, that playlist finished. Let's put something else on. Royalty-free music for our streams. Cities Skyline 2. I wonder what that is. Don't know what to play on here. League of Legends inspired. Gamers Lounge. Let's do that one. Or chill. Lo-fi beats. Okay, do that. I think what tends to happen is after like the lunchtime-ish period, everybody realises that they've actually got a bit of work to do. So I appreciate the lurks, everybody, and the company. I'm just going to be chilling and cracking on anyway for the rest of the stream. We're going to be finishing around about 4 because I got to get down to the post office, get some parcels dropped off. The general game plan with this here is to increase the yellow and vibrancy of this and then really kick it back. With some black glazes and some purple glazes. So I want to get my brush strokes in here. I'm hoping this is a bit of a way of cheating and getting a very smooth finish. So I don't want to spend too much time on the black. So I'm basically just mixing in pale sands with the German camo grey, creating like a very, very brightish yellowy black, or yellowy grey really. And we're just sort of blocking in and sketching in the highlights. This is a sort of faster approach to doing this kind of work. And then we're going to kick it back with some very heavy glazes. The tops of all of these. Now doing a bit of texture here. Probably could use a bigger brush for this, really. And essentially we're just sketching in the lighting. Oops. Thinking what other colours to do on the sheaths for the katanas, but I think I'm just going to keep it nice and simple with this darker colour. And go for this black, which I know does not look black at the minute, but it will. I've completely thrown you all off. Yeah. Right, I think we're actually going to change the music as well because it's annoying me now. That was a bad shout on that one. So we'll get Spotify up. Every time I've used the free music, it's always been a bit disappointing on live streams. Go something a bit more upbeat to keep me going. Lovely. Oh. Bit of drum and bass, we all love a bit of that. Get me to crack on. these little textures that I'm putting down here on the sheath will disappear once we start putting the glazes, but I just wanted to add in just a little bit of texture so it looks like it's a little bit shinier when we get to it. Similar to how it is on the chest, on the black at the minute. I want it to read as black. All right. Alright, let's have a little test now with this. So I'm going to get some Abaddon Black, and I'm just going to mix a little bit of purple in with it. And I'm just going to turn it into a fairly heavy glaze. Be a bit more careful with this actually. Try a little bit to go on the other side of the lapel, just to help shade and allow it to pop out a little bit with the highlight. That's better. Yeah, it definitely adds a lot of depth to that. There you go. You can already see that it's allowed it to be highlighted at the same time as making it look nice and dark. And that's just from using the greys, building it up with that bone colour, and then slapping over a wash with the Chimera purple and the black. And we've got a nice, interesting looking black with using some different techniques. And I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. It's quite fun. Like, for speed painting purposes, doing stuff like doing a very quick sketch, drawing in all of, you know, your highlights early, and then knocking it all back like this a very quick way of doing it. Oh, we do have a little bit on the lapel though, on the cloth here we need to get rid of. Might even be able to use this to shade the kimono actually. Should we have a little play? If I water it down considerably. What do you reckon? So I've just put a little bit in that crease there. So I'm going to just really thin it down. Really thin it down. Yeah, I quite like it actually. It's a bit more subtle. Be careful though, I don't put too much in. I did want to add it to the red as well, so might as well do that while we're here. We've still got to do some of the back of the lapel as well, actually. Probably going to take maybe 2 coats to get this how we want it to. Do-do.
Doing anything to numb your way to an empty space, staring at the ceiling, trying to figure out a meaning, trying to buy into the feeling of a better place. I wish I did more to love you. I wish I did
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna, now that I know that that works how I wanted it to, I'm just gonna try and do the same thing with the scabbards. Sorry if I'm quiet now, chat. I'm just cracking on now. We have got to make up for a lot of lost time. You and I think I really want to push some highlights on this more than I did on the lapels. And I'll probably come back and after we've done the glaze. So I'm going to go with some pure pale sands here. I click on an Eldar video, pink and teal scheme. Colours of the day, yeah. Hell yeah, colours of the day. Those colours just brighten up your day though, man. Like, they're just fun to paint. In fact, I'm really enjoying being quite rough and ready with my colours right now, as well. And not giving as much of a shit. Right, let's have some fun with this glaze again. I think I might add a little bit more black to it. Do. Have a little play with the colours.
Whispering your broken tones and dance alone with me. Unfold, skin to soul, I'll take it all.
Quite like how it looks here. And that's kind of just using it like a wash and just trying to get it to sit and deposit that paint. They're completely vibing now. Let's go, chat. Honestly, drum and bass makes me work faster, no matter what I'm doing. Like, I'll put it on for like doing chores and shit. I just work so much faster. Just triggers my brain chemistry. There we go. That has certainly done the job. We're just going to do another layer across the lapels. And I think that saved me a tremendous amount of time doing it this way. I mean, we'll still need to just come in with a couple of highlights. But generally speaking, I think it's done a cracking job. So it's pushing that purple tone in. We wanted some of it along this ribbon as well. It's mixed in with black though, so it's not quite as good for what I'm doing with this red. Ah shit, I managed to get some over here. The problem with working fast. Might be able to solve this issue. Okay. So let's get another coat of that black, purple down now over this grey. You see how it's just smoothed in all of those? Like, we were literally going up to like a grey yellow before, and it's really kicked it all back nicely and made it all look quite natural. So I'm super duper 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 happy with that. And it saved us probably a couple of hours of work doing that. So essentially all that's left to do there is just tidy up with a couple of well-placed highlights. It's the power of washes. And of course glazing. So if I did like a sharp highlight now across that crease, I'd probably want to keep this satin look as well, so there's a bit of shine to it. Aww. Sad panda face. Hey, Brushlick. Howdy how. How you doing, brother? No, it's all good, mate. Appreciate you. Cheers to you, man. Just got a fresh cup of tea. Bro, you just missed some serious experimentation. How was your stream anyway, dude? It's, of course, Wednesday. Whip Wednesday. So if you want to get a little picky pick up in the Discord, I'd love to show it off, man. Mate, it's happened for me before. Sometimes, like, you click on it and then sometimes it just doesn't go. Working on Darth Maul. Ooh, mate, I want to see that. I want to see that. Because I got given a Darth Maul for the Secret Santa with the Mini Matty's Santa. And to be honest, I'd quite like to paint that up at some point. So I also have the Shatterpoint Darth Maul as well, so I've got two versions to have some fun with. Ooh. But bro, we've been doing some seriously cool stuff. So I've only got a week to finish this bust now, so I'm trying to do a couple of little cheeky little twists. So what I've done to do a very, very quick highlighted looking black here is I've gone in with a mid-tone grey, taken it all the way up till a reasonable yellow, and then used a black purple glaze to just kick it right in its arse and send it back to the Stone Age. And it's done a pretty cool job right there, so I'm really, really pleased with how that's come out. So I think all that's left now is to just give it some nice crispy little highlights on top. You know, like when you're adding your crispy onions to your hot dog. Just those little bits of garnish now on the black. And of course I'm chatting absolute shit, so you're in the right place. Mate, it's such a cool fucking... You've inspired me. Whee! Love this. Mate, thank you so much, brother. I was like, I'm going to do the face today, but no. So far we're 2 hours 43 minutes into more of the kimono, but like... Dude, we've done some seriously cool shit. Like, I'm trying things out, and you know what? Fuck it. Like, it don't matter. It's just a bit of fun. I'll stick it into the competition nonetheless, like, depending on where we end up. Because, like, it's literally due on the 28th. So, we've got probably this stream, and then next week I'll probably do like a morning stream or something, and then like try and do the finishing touches. But between now and then, I think what we're gonna have to do is do the freehand, or I might have to do like an evening stream, because the plan was to do this, to paint it up on stream only for you guys, and for me to like talk through it with you all and stuff and just have some fun. It's for, at the minute, it's for the Discord NOMNOM miniatures competition. So they're doing like a competition just for February, just for the Discord members of the NOMNOM community. And this is an exclusive bust for that competition. Although I am now selling it on my web store with the NOMNOM permission. So if you did want to pick up this bust, you can do so. Or if you sign up to the NOMNOM, you can get the 3D files and do it yourself. All is possible in this beautiful age that we live in. 24-hour paint stream, oh my god. Can you imagine? I've actually not done like a subathon or something. Like, I could just be like, man sweats one day before competition or something like that. To be honest, I might just keep painting it and then maybe just enter it into SMC. Why not, you know? I am going to go to SMC this year. That is my plan. But I've got this whopper. I don't know if you've fucking seen this yet, boys. Boys and girls. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but this is going to be my entry into SMC, the main entry. And oh boy, I've got some plans for this boy. Anybody Anybody recognise this handsome little chap? Girlfriended decided to become pregnant. Pregnant. Well, congrats, man. Mine's due next month. So, my wife's due next month. It's Gandalf. Minus his staff, but yeah, I'll get his staff. It is printed, I just don't know where I put it. I told you to take the wizard's staff. And you're due the 15th of October as well, mate. Congratulations to you, dude. Congratulations. Sorry, Minty, I don't think I fixed the fucking stream sounds. I'm so sorry if you don't get any sound effects. The timing is horrible though. Yeah, mate, the best things in your life usually come when you least expect them. Cheers to you there, brother. Very Ian McKellen. Let's have a little look at his face. This is another NOMNOM, right? The sculpting detail is just ungodly good. Like, look at the fucking detail here. Like, holy shit. Like, let's just zoom right in there. Like, holy shit. I can't bloody wait to paint this, man. Like, it's so cool. Are you going to make him extra sexy? And make the gown see-through? Just have the hint of a nipple. Just... Bro. Probably not. Mate, I started to print the full scale version of that because they've done it at full scale. It's 280 millimeters in height. Shadowfax is fucking huge. I think from tip to tail, it's probably as big as my head. Make me run for it, Daddy. Daddy Gandalf. Dad Galf. Oh, man. No, it's good shit. It's good shit. I started printing it off, and then I said, Mini Matties, this is what I want to do for SMC. And he was like, bro, that's too big. Like, straight away, just like, no. They were that's too big. Take it back. You're not allowed to do that big. I was like, wow. I've printed Shadowfax. It's fucking huge. Be right back. No worries, bro. See you in a minute. I want to do a shout out as well for when he comes back. I'll give him a shout out because I completely forgot. And I ain't got no mods these days, chat. So we're just rocking with when I get the opportunity to do something. I haven't seen either of the mods for a while now. I don't know where they are or what they're doing. Well, I know where Quill is. Quill's working hard. He does like occasionally appear, to be fair, but he's not really a mod anymore. And then Wasp, I don't know what happened to Wasp. I've literally got a model to paint for Wasp, but I'm not going to paint it until she comes on because I was going to paint it for her live on stream. So I'm not sure what's happening there. I did message her and Happy New Year's and whatnot. I hope she's okay. Gotta say, Minty, how's the wedding prep coming for yourself there, brother? You started getting stuff penciled in now? Oh mate, this is a tune. This is one of my favourite drum and bass artists right here. This is London Electricity. I think I'm going to go in for another layer of this purple now. Just got to keep refining this, chat. We've been looking at some venues. We'll start in earnest next month with all the bits and bobs. Oh, nice, dude. It's going to be fun. It is a fun time getting all the planning down. It is a good time. Just enjoy it. I've got a baby shower on Sunday this week, so pretty excited for that as well. Wife's planned some really fun. It's going to be like a combo, so men and women can attend, which is all good. She wanted to be a bit more inclusive. But it's going to be good. It's going to just be nice to see everybody, really. All right. Rosso is having two brides dudes instead of a bridesmaid. I like that. They may have to wear a dress as well. Or do they have to colour coordinate with the bride? They opted to wear dresses, okay. Fucking hell. Well, he's gonna have a 21st century wedding. Fucking hell. Oh, my back. Dude, I did in deadlifts on Sunday and my back was in agony Monday and Tuesday. Agony. But totally worth it. Like, I feel good now, you know? But it was... I ain't done deadlifts in ages. And it was good. Right. You know what? Let's do some skin now, chat. I think it's time to do a wee bit of skin. and I want to go with like a dark flesh to build it into a nice bright flesh tone, you know? So, to that end, I'm going to have a little look on my desk because I don't know if I've got the paint I want. That's Carne Marron. I think it's just called Dark Flesh. There we go, Dark Flesh. Gizzers a flex. There's your flex, brother. I should do a points redeem for flex. Flex for me, bitch. Knots of cotton on them. Mate, these are pythons. These ain't no biceps, you know what I'm saying? These are pythons. We ain't got no eggs on these ones. We've been working hard. Like knots of cotton. Yeah, man, it's good. I'm enjoying getting back into the gym again. It's feels good, man. It does feel good. Every time I don't go for a bit, I start feeling like dead worked up. It's helping me like get a lot of stress out of my system, you know. Right, I'm gonna get some Kislev flesh down as well. I think I'm gonna work with Kislev flesh and this dark tone. I think we're gonna probably plot a little bit of this dark tone down. Mate, it's good. It's good. Highly recommend it. Well, the wife wouldn't say it's working out because I weigh a lot at the minute. I think I've gained a lot of weight. But I think I also correspond that with also eating meat again. I need to get back on like my portion control, you know? Yeah, my portion control's been a crock of shit. Because I tend to like just eat and then I'll eat what my wife's left. I'll just keep on trucking. I'll keep on going, you know? Yeah, I managed to actually beat Charlie at something in the gym as well. Like, my mate Charlie's an absolute monster. But I managed to beat him on the lats. I did some lat pull downs. And apparently my lats are stronger than his, which I was very impressed with. We had a baked potato last night, polished off the missus's potato skin. It's just, them's the rules, man. Them's the rules. So, we can't be having any waste. What I ate last night? Oh shit! Me and the wife had a pizza at like 10 o'clock. She didn't. She went to Aldi to get some shopping in. She came back because I said, "Can you go on your own today?" Because I'm trying to get a load of work done. So she went by herself, and she came back with like 4 bags of crisps, like a lot of junk food, and like some pizzas and stuff. I was like, "Fuck you know." So, and then she like wasn't hungry after that, so she ended up at 10 o'clock going, right, I'm hungry now. I'm like, fucking hell. So we ended up sharing like a garlic mushroom and ricotta pizza from Aldi. It was really fucking good. A bit different, you know? What did I learn from that, Tom? Yeah, I should have fucking gone with her. Yeah.
I'd like to tell you about the strange
I usually go with her. Can't not go with her. She's going to be like that. Don't send your pregnant wife on her own to the shops. I know. She came back and she was laughing her head off, honestly. It's like she did it all on purpose. She was literally laughing her head off. Be like, right, we've got a layer of the dark tone, the dark skin tone down. I think what we're going to do for the face is I'm probably going to airbrush it, you know? I'm just going to fucking airbrush it and just try and speed this up a little bit. So let's crack on. Airbrush. I don't know if the airbrush is clean. I mean, we did put some cleaner through it last time, so let's just see if... Nope, it's got some grip on it, so let's have a little look. Yeah, shit. Something's stuck. Probably got like a little clod of paint on it somewhere. Bear with me while I just quickly clean this fucking airbrush out. So why is this piece of kitchen towel so wet? It's been leaning in my fucking paint. I was like, my palette is losing water rapidly and my kitchen towel's getting very wet. Put two and two together and the fucking corner of it was wicking all the water out of my wet palette this entire time. God damn it! Ah, you can't! Ow, ow. Well, I've just stabbed myself on the end of my airbrush needle. Very good. Lovely. Excuse the language there, chat. Da, 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 da. Got some hardened bits of paint just trying to get off there with my nail, and I was going too quickly and ended up stabbing myself on the end of it. Silly sod. Right, let's see if we can get a little bit in here as well. Chances are it's blocked up there. And this is the point where I'm like, this is not faster now, because this is not going to be faster than if I was to just do it by hand. But I wanted to have like a nice like airbrushed fade going on the face just before we put any other paint on it, because I've done the work of fucking separating it all. So I've got the little hopper bit here. I'm just trying to use this tool. So this tool's like sharp sides. So you sort of stick it in and you can like twist it round and it scrapes off a lot of the paint that's stuck along the sides inside this little hopper piece. Otherwise you'll never be able to fucking get it. So now as I push it out, it'll be pushing out little globules of paint that have like hardened. God damn, that hurts. That does on my finger. I think what I've decided, what I'm going to do with this bus chart is I'm going to paint it up for this NOMNOM competition, and I'll just keep working on it until October. And I'll have it as another piece to enter, because I think I can enter multiple. I think I can enter multiple categories. So I've not done doing a bust, so I've got 75mm scale figure there. Fantasy. I'll do this one as whatever bust category. I'll have to have a look. I don't know what the categories are. I'll ask Minimatties, he knows all of the things about these things. Time we on? 3 o'clock. Right, we've got an hour left to go. I've got to finish at 4 because I need to go post office. But to be fair, we might just have to do another stream later on. Well, I'll work on some other bits, I think, later on, and then... Well, that is pulling back, so that's good. Okay, I'm just going to run a little bit of cleaner through this. And then we'll start getting these skin tones whizzed on. Whoop. So what I'll do is I'll do a dark flesh tone and then spray over the Kislev and the brighter tones and just work our way up like that with the with those bits. We've done like dark flesh inside, but I just did that by hand because I'm not going to airbrush over this now because like that would just fucking ruin everything. Need something. Pop this out of here. There you go. Not so carefully remove the bust. And then we'll plug Mrs. Head in. Hello, Mrs. Head. And here's what I prepared earlier. Alright, that's spraying through alright. Beautiful, just beautiful. Cool beans. Right, let's get this on. Let's make a mix. Dark flesh, shall we? Shall we dance? I only need a little bit, to be fair. Where's my minging brush? I always have like a little minger of a brush that's been battered, you know? Oh, fuck it, I'll use this one. That's fine. Is it a milky consistency? Yeah, I would say so. Maybe a little bit thin. Oh, lovely. I'll put a tiny bit more of that in. Tiny bit more of the dark flesh in. Let's go. I think that's ready to rock. Very little paint. It's working! Don't care if I get any on the hair. Because the hair is going to go... I think I'm going to do the hair black, to be honest. I think I'm going to do her as an Onryu. Because I watched the show Blue-Eyed Samurai on Netflix. And kind of feel quite inspired by that. So I'm going to do like, so she's going to be like a half-breed, as they called her back in ancient Japan, or a demon. So she's still very similar, but slightly less like oriental eyes, which she has. If you look at the sculpt, I would say they're slightly less like the very thin Japanese eyes. So this is going to play into our hands. We'll do them as a nice piercing blue with a touch of green in there. That's kind of what we're going to go for. And then we'll do a nice black hair and try and make it nice and shiny in a few places, which is going to be a challenge. But again, we're all about challenging ourselves today, chat. We're all about the challenge. So we're just going to wait for that to dry now. Bear with. On those eyes, they don't need to look human, as in anime, they can be glowing. Yeah. Welcome in, Silver Moonlight. How you doing, champ? Have you been loitering in the back of the stream? How's it going? We were all absolutely loving your Minotaurs earlier today, mate. But you've done a cracker of a job on them. I particularly loved how you've added like red, like teal, green, and like a blue as like a little separating tone for the armor and stuff as well. Looks really cool. There's all good. Excelente. I'm doing good, mate. I'm doing good. I'm pumped. I'm a bit stressed, but I'm good, yeah. Cheers for the stream. Oh, mate. Cheers, Winnie the Dad. Have a great day, my dude. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sharing your whips, of course, of always. And I'll probably not see you till you get back, but have a great day. Yeah, I'm finishing at 4 today, chat, a little bit earlier, but we've got to get on. I've got to get down to the post office. So I think there's enough time to get like the start of the skin down. So we've got like a very dark base tone here, sprayed over the pre-shade, which we've done with the white, so that sort of telling us where we're going to go with it. I'm going to play into it, so I want this side of the face to be brighter than that side of the face. So we're going to keep that going. That sort of teaches us and tells us where we're going to place our colours. So that's the general game plan. I'm going to use some Kislev flesh next, mixed in with a touch of that dark flesh tone that was already in here. So let's just ram that in and see what happens. Lovely jubbly. Now that is basically turned into Bugman's glow. Basically. Cool. And then we're going to be quite very frugal with this when we go through the airbrush next. I might quickly go and run and use the hairdryer. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to use the hairdryer to quickly dry this so we've got some speed. And we're back. Right, the cats were not impressed. Hello, Sir Paddy of Nerdington. How you doing, brother? Yeah. Right. How you doing, brother? We are cracking on today, dude. I've just I've just hair dried the face to get that layer down a little bit quicker. Otherwise, we'll be here all bloody day. I'm trying to work fast. And we just mixed in a little Kislev flesh. different drum. Right, we only need a tiny amount of paint, you see, that's why I'm... Okay, so just put the limiter on that, not too bad, thanks. Just working some clean up on the bear, sounds good. We did give some a little bit of feedback earlier, but I don't know if you were in the stream or not then. Doesn't look like anything's coming out of this, but the very, very small amount is. You'll see a very gradual change in the tones, chat. Well then, sometimes you just have to umbung it. Umbungo. Posted some glowing eyes on the Discord, lovely. Lovely jubbly. Let me do this bit of airbrushing and then I'll jump back into the old disco. The disco show. If you don't mind, my dear. Very dark on the back of my neck, actually. But let's get a bit of this on it. On a different drum. I hope this glues down to the neck really like nicely, because if we get like a really nice smooth transition and then plonk it onto the fucking onto the rest of the bust, it's probably not going to look great. Let's have a little look. If I'm careful. I don't know where it's going to glue down. Right, let's have a little... I feel like I want to take it off and put it on. This is why I hate sub-assemblies, chat. I really hate sub-assemblies. Should probably like blue tack or something the fucking bit that we've done already, just to be very careful, but I ain't got time for that. Be very, very, very controlled on the trigger. Oh boy, my thumb's hurting. Well, I don't know what we're going to do with that. We might have to just come back in and redo that. Let's concentrate on what we can do. Maybe take the bust out of the splash zone of the airbrush. That's another wise move, Tom. There you go. Right. Then we are going to keep that mix there. Pour the rest in. Where my kitty cats, but both of them are asleep in the bedroom. So when I turned the hairdryer on, they were not happy. But we can try and summon them if you want. We might be able to summon one of them. I think I may have some treats in this drawer. Somewhere. There's a lot of shit in this drawer. Let's see if we can summon them. You have to listen out for the classic sign of... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You both came. Hello. Hello, Ziggy. You want to come up onto the... Come here. Come here. They're like, nope, you've woken us up out of our sleep. Come on. Come here. Ah. Hello. You want to say hi? What's this? What's this, Ziggy? Huh? Huh? What's this? Oh boy. Hey. You say hi. You're a sleepy sausage, aren't you? Go on then. Let's see if your sister can have a treat. Nifa! Nifa! Don't know if the sister will play ball. Because he's like super keen, so he'll be all about that. Distract him for a second. Nifa! There you go. I'll just feed one for her so she can have it. There you go. There's the cats. They won't leave me alone now though. That's the problem. We've summoned them. You're welcome. They're both hanging out. Like, Nifa's like just on the floor. Am I going to GriffCon? I don't know. If I can, I will. If I can, I will. I haven't thought about it too much. Just because I've got a lot on my plate at the minute. Yeah, it'd be fun if I did manage to get to go. Not far away for you, is it? You're absolutely digging the beats. Hell yeah. We're playing some bit of drum and beat, bit of D&B today, mate. Just because it sets a fire under me. Like, I'll put drum and bass on when I'm doing like chores around the house and shit like that, just because I get motivation. And since we're cracking on today, can't help yourself, can you? Where's that bus gone? There. I don't know what bit's going to be on show here, so I'm just going to sort of spray into the crevice a little bit. Then we'll finish the rest of it off by hand. Oh shit, probably wasn't. I don't know, this is probably not a wise move. Probably won't even see that much overspray anyway, but there you go. Right, we've done that. I've got a Kislev Flash mix going on. We'll just sprayed a little bit over the top. And then I think what I'm going to do is go super pale next. Just give that a quick little colour change. What we're going to add? What we're going to add? It's a bit bright. What have we got that's bright? Screaming Skull? Yeah, fuck it. Let's see what happens. Bit of Screaming Skull mixed into the old flesh tones. Can't even see this, but there you go. Mix in a little Screaming Skull. Little cheeky bit of Screaming Skull. Yeah. That's looking tasty. All right. Let's go. Let's get some of that down. Spray through any excess. Let's get rid of it. We might have a bit of a dry tip. There we go. So I'm going to put the limiter on that again. Right. Just want to try and get top of the forehead. Try and create some volume on the face. Hey! Didn't want to do that, didn't want to do that. No! Bollocks! I went a bit too far down. Hang on. Because we've got a wet brush here, might be able to clean that off. Or I've made the right meal out of it. One or the other. I think we got it, chat. I think we got it. Oh my goodness, that was a... I want to leave a little bit of that dark behind, you know? Don't want to hit all of it with this pale tone. Oh, that was close. That was close, chat. I mean, it can have a little bit, and we will tidy up with a brush after. Right, cool. We've got quite a pale flesh tone going down. That's what we wanted. That is what we wanted. Do we want to do some freckles, chat? Do we want to do some freckles? Because now is the time that we would do freckles. You know? You know what? I may have actually sprayed a little bit of flesh tone over the top of that one. No! Mistakes were made. Well, we can tidy this up. We can tidy this up. That's not to end of the world. I tend to just like lick the brush and then go around and just try and wick off any bits, because when you airbrush it on, it's such a thin layer that you're usually able to just pull it back off with a little bit of can-do attitude and a wet brush. But sometimes it's irreversible. You gotta be careful. Just go a bit brighter. I think I need to go. I think I need to go quite bright. And what do we reckon? What do we reckon? I think I'm gonna just mix in a little bit more Screaming Skull, and then just have a go with an even brighter tone, and just try and hit just a very small area. I think that's the play. I'm trying to cheat as fast as I can with this skin tone, chat. That's the plan. Like, we do as much as you can with the airbrush, and then we tidy it up with the brush. And I think we can get a pretty tasty looking result without too much effort. I mean, I'm only able to do this because I do have the CR Plus, which has got that control mechanism on it, which means it's much easier to do refined jobs, right? Right, so this is basically Screaming Skull with a tiny bit of skin tone in it now. So this is going to be a bit scary. A little bit scary. Once you've done this, I want to do all the airbrush stuff, and then I'm just going to jump into the Discord, because I'm hoping Brush Liquor and whoever else, I think Silver Moon's put up a picture. Anybody else want to put up another whip? We'll have a little look together. Cool, right, let's have a go. I think I went too hard. I think I went too hard, chat. No! There was a danger. There was a danger. But like I say, we can tidy that up with some glazes, so that is not the end of the world. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. But what did I do? Right, I'll clean the airbrush afterwards. Properly. Just trying to spray some water free for now. Sure, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I've done there, but the needle just went a bit funky, so I think we're okay. I'll just stick it on for now, and then we'll deal with it later. Maybe just sit a little bit of cleaner in it. I've actually got some like spray cleaner. I might just spray a wad of that in and then just wait for a bit. Where's she gone? There she is. Yeah, this stuff is the tits. Prima Air Airbrush Foaming Airbrush Cleaner. Really good. You get it in there and you let it sort of move into the airbrush a little bit, and then just let it sit and foam up for a bit, and then it should just fizz up a little bit and provide some abrasion. Somebody remind me to clean that later, otherwise I will forget. Right. So, face-wise, we've gone quite pale. Let's have a little look. I think I'm kind of happy with that, but we're gonna go brighter. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Chuck that out of the way. Right, we're back. So, having a little think. We've done it now. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Could add some like eyeshadow or something like that as well. That might be quite interesting to do. And then if we're going to take it paler, we could just bring in a little bit more of like a bone, maybe some pale sands, maybe some white, you know, like a whiter tone. And then maybe we can kick it back with some glazes as well. Oh, you Schleg. How are you doing, Essex? Long time no fucking see, dude. How's it going? We're just painting up this bad boy bust right now. How the hell are you, dude? How's life treating you? I might just block in some of the black as well on the hair, just so I want to have a look and see how things are just coming along. What I'll do is I might just try and slam on this this like black and purple tone over the hair with the pre-shade on and just see how it comes out, and then go from there with it. Just to help us visualize things. Oh, good. Busy with work. Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, doing good. Doing good. Been renovating the house. The wife is 34 weeks pregnant at the minute, so we've just been trying to prep for that. She's due end of March, but to be fair, it's probably going to be any time now. Any time between now and end of March, I can imagine. So yeah, things are coming along pretty quick. Who's the father? Outrageous. Well, it's your old boy. It's your old boy Tom here. You cheeky slag. What's going on anyways? Like, how come you're off today? You off? Because I only stream on the weekdays, so I never see you. Obviously, because your work has changed. Are you running your own business now? Or are you doing it self-employed? What's the story? Happy for you. Thank you so much, man. It's exciting, dude. It's really exciting. We've been trying for many moons. So it's all coming together now. All coming together nicely. You have to come in and do that ear separately, I think. Sticking my head in quickly during meetings. Still work for the big company as a PM. Just more and more work. Yeah. You're working for the man. Hello, Munchie. How you doing, brother? Are you guys hearing the sound alerts, FYI? I don't know if I've changed anything that's made it work, but it's working for me. I can hear it. Somebody asked, Silvermoon Light asked me if I'm going to GriffCon this year, and my answer is it'd be nice. It'd be nice to be able to go. I will have a newborn, so it's unlikely is the answer. Just because I've got a lot on at the minute, but I will try and do some sort of get together, like maybe organise a get together up my neck of the woods in the summertime, maybe August, maybe September, for you guys if you wanted to come and hang out and play some games. I've got a venue in mind. Well, I've got two venues in mind actually, but well, actually three venues. Although one of them, well, two of them do food. So I need to get some quotes sorted. I haven't put any more thought into it, to be honest, but if everybody is interested in doing that, then I might organise that. A SquidCon, yeah, well, not really a con, just to come and see you all, really, because if I can't get down to GriffCon, and I'd love to play some games and hang out with everybody, because it's been an age. A couple of new faces in the community as well, some old uns. Okay, I may just lean into this hair tone, right? Because I got skin tone around the... I was thinking of doing black, but kind of digging this. Now that I'm doing it, it's kind of looking pretty cool. What I'd probably do with the front of the hair is maybe go take that a bit more magenta. That'd be pretty cool. Less of the old, please. I'm only 37. He's calling you sink and munch the old ones, yeah. The wrong side of 40. Hey, we're all in the 30s, 40s. I'm insulting us all as a group. No, I think it'd be really fun to meet you all and, as well, you know, get together, play some games. Hopefully my wife will be able to come as well, so you can meet the baby. I think probably by September time we'll be in a good rhythm with everything, so don't see why not. I'll have to run it by the wife, obviously. This is kind of cool, actually. I'm digging this. So if we go like this dark purple, take it more black towards the base, have purple tones coming in at the top, and then go to a more magenta-y tone towards the edge of the hair with like a streak running through it, that'd be pretty sweet. That'd look quite interesting. My bum cheeks, you've got less hair than my big toe. I'll barely look a day over 36. Well, I'm just going to crack out the magenta. We've got some dark magenta here. This is a powerful colour. Wait up. Ah, shit, I just ripped my glove. God damn. Gosh darn it. That magenta went everywhere. It's because, like, every time I, like, rush the colour to, like, get it on the palette, that's when I fuck it up with these, with these bottles. You gotta be careful. Caveat there is that it was my 36th yesterday. Well, happy fucking birthday to you, chicken sandwich. Let me guess, did you have a chicken sandwich for your tea? Is that like your birthday special? Having your favourite sandwich? 38 next week. You're just jealous of my silky smooth legs. Oh my god, happy birthday to the both of you. It looks like it's all happening this week. All happening towards the end of February. Ba-dum-bow. It was chicken chili stuffed into a pita, so not too far off. Mate, that sounds fit. I gotta tell, because I'm excited, I managed to get my hands on 5 metal Talon Rough Riders. Mate, that's banging. That stuff's rare as rocking horse shit. Well done. Tell you what, like, there's a lot of people who are after old style dwarves. So if you're sat on any metal dwarves in your collection right now, chat, people are after it. People are paying good money for it. So just because people want to have some of like the old school stuff that they had when they were kids. I'm celebrating your birthday by going to the shop for a game of Shatterpoint. Sweet. We're getting old, Tom. Mate, I'm 35 in September, so I'm not far off. I'm not far off. I'm covering the rear at the minute. I got your backs, boys. I'm really liking this happy accident right now with this hair. This is completely accidental. Bob Ross will be proud. We're just leaning into it, chat. We're just leaning into it. I sold all my dwarves to Troll Trader. No! You do still have your old greenskins, including the sick old giant, mate. 35, you've got a baby face. I'll be 33 next Wednesday. Hey, I do have a baby face. That is true. That is true. But like, the longer my hair is, the younger I look. So, but I've got to get my hair cut tomorrow. So, yeah, why would you sell them? Honest to God, it's like, you had some top tier miniatures. Top tier old school miniatures, bro. Ah, right, fair dues. Does Troll Trade you like let you buy it back though? Like kind of like how what do they have? What do they call them? Ah, man. Pawn shops. Kind of like a pawn shop. Considering selling all your firstborn as well. If it sells, it sells, right? So they'll hold on to it until it sells. So like you could technically pay them back and then get it back, right? So that's what blood is for. Sell the stuff. Yeah, sell blood and semen first. I'm actually really digging this colour change on the hair. And all of that was just because of an overspray of the flesh tone on the fringe. Literally just working with it, and this is what we got. Sale price, not what they gave you for. Ah! Oh, shit. I have debated using them before for that sort of service, you know, just because sometimes it's hard to shift stuff, you know? But I'd rather just do it myself and go through eBay, to be honest, or something like that. I've had some up and downs, like I sold my Fallout miniatures on eBay and the cunt said that he hadn't received it when he had, obviously, because I've not received it back in the post. So it's either got lost in the post or the guy's had it and then hasn't, and then has reported it as not arrived or whatever. But like when I check the tracking, it's not showing anything because I did it Royal Mail 24, right? But I'm not that arsed because it was only like the starter set for the Super Mutants, so it was like 20 quid's worth of stuff. I'm not going to be crying over that, you know? I just wanted to get rid. Make some space. But I've sold some other bits that have sold for a bit more than that, so it's not too bad. Still sat in your Necromunda Inquisitor models. Yeah, keep all of them, dude. Always get the signature, like the Legion of the Damned guy I sent you, yeah, man. I've got him still, so I will be painting him up. He's just here on my desk. He's literally on my desk. So we've got this happy chappy. So to be honest, I'll probably paint him up and send you him back. Because that'll be a fun one to do on stream. You keep him, sure. Just, it's hard to find time to paint sometimes, like, with everything going on. Right, what we're going to do next, I'm just going to add the eyes. Well, I'll do him justice for you, dude. How about that as a deal? I'll do him justice for you. We'll paint him up nice and tasty. He's going to look bloody lovely at the end of it. Managed to splash a little bit of the ink on the face before, which is fucking annoying. No worries, bruv. What time are we on? Oh shit, it's 4 o'clock. Hey, thing is, I don't want to stop because I'm really enjoying myself and I feel like I'm in a bit of a roll at the minute. We're making some progress. But I've got to go to the post office. It is important, chat. Oh, yeah. Right, well, you know, we've done loads today, chat. We've done loads today. We've got the highlights on the white robes to a level I'm happy with. I'm pretty happy with where that's at the minute. I might come back and just add some more later. I don't know. We've done the black as well. And the black's looking pretty cool. And then we've started on the skin and the face. I really want to stick her down now because the head will look better. But it is going to be easier to paint the head separate. Like, let's be honest. Right, but I'm going to love you and leave you. Let's go find who is kicking about on Twitcheroo. Hey, Mr. Rhino. Oh, Tenacious Katie's still streaming. Let's go over there. Straight up, just spotted her. She's still live, so Tenacious Katie. No. It nearly went over to a flipping Fortnite player. Look. Right, chat. I'll see you next week. If not, I'll see you sooner. I might even have to do an all-nighter. We might even be on for a big stream over the weekend, or probably do some multiple streams next week. If I can, I'll do one tomorrow. But I'll see you all very much next week. Love you, bye.